Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys another look at what it's like living in Japan and some of the holidays and things we do to celebrate here. And of course, we're very close to the new year, and depending on when I post this, it might already be New Year's. So Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful 2017. And next year is the year of the chicken. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but sounds kind of cool. So not as cool as like a dragon, but maybe chickens are cool. I don't know. But yeah, so I thought I'd kind of give you guys an idea of what it's like to celebrate New Year's in Japan. And I've lived here for almost 20 years, and I have two girls, one who's in middle school and one who is in second grade of elementary school. So I think it's always kind of fun to share with you guys, if I can, what it's like living here, and especially as a foreigner, as an American living here and kind of making it through all the years here that I've been here. But yeah, I really love New Year's. I think as I spent more years here, and then we spent some time in DC for a couple of years, and during that time I was like, man, I really miss Japan, especially at New Year's. And I think, you know, that's usually a sign of when you start feeling homesick of a new place becoming your home for you. I know, you know, I always think, oh, I miss America. I miss the at Christmas time and all the just the way all of the places are lit up, and you go to the shopping malls, and just the whole feel of the whole thing. Even though there's some of it here, it just isn't quite the same. And so I always get a little, you know, nostalgic for those kinds of places during this time of year. But getting a chance to experience New Year's here is really cool. So if you happen to get a chance to, either because you're living here, you're moving here, or you're visiting, I think New Year's is really cool. So now, it is cold, I can tell you guys that, especially down here where I live in Kyushu, it's ridiculously cold. And you wouldn't think so, because it's not cold outside. But the problem is, we don't have central heating, and so it's ridiculously cold in your house. You wake up in the morning when it's like winter in January, and it's 0 degrees in your house, and that's cold. So that 0 degrees centigrade, I should say. But yes, it is cold. So yeah, you definitely want to kind of keep that in mind. But if you can get past that, it's just so much fun to get to be here and to do stuff. Now, everybody celebrates a little bit differently, of course. Just like in the States, everyone has a little different way of celebrating New Year's, a little different way of celebrating Christmas. You know, in my house, what we normally would do is on New Year's Eve, I spend the day cooking and making lots of things that I know my husband and that my father-in-law will enjoy and that my kids will like. And it's mostly, you know, party food is what it is that you put together, sushis and things like that, sashimi and all that stuff that they might like. Get it all together, and then a lot of the day is spent watching TV shows and stuff that are digests for the whole year. Real popular one for the guys for a long time was watching K1 and boxing events, but lately they don't do those anymore. So the other big show that everybody watches is Kohaku, and that's you know, a big TV show where they get all the great music acts of the year and kind of pit them against each other in a boys versus girls kind of thing. And then there's an audience and people watching, guests watching, and they vote for who they think wins. And that goes on for a few hours easily into the new year. So lots of people spend the day sitting in their kotatsu, which is the little low table that has a heater under it, has a big blanket over it. Everybody snuggles in there and watches TV and eats lots of food. And that's usually the way you spend New Year's with your family. A lot of kids will, you know, truck it out to grandma's house someplace and spend the day doing that while grandma makes lots of yummy food. So that can always be a lot of fun. The traditional food for New Year's is called osechi ryori, and you might see it sometimes. It's like in a 3-tiered box, you know, those really cool little black boxes with the gold designs on them. And inside it, each layer is a different kind of food. And these foods are very old and traditionally Japanese from many, many years ago, and recipes for making them are passed down generation to generation. And it doesn't taste that good. I can tell you guys that right away. I don't know, maybe because it's like from so long ago, they didn't know how to add spices. A lot of it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. And I was worried when I first had it. Maybe the place I got it from or the person who made it didn't do a good job, but I've had lots of them. And in general, I think you see it and you think, oh my gosh, this looks so good, but it's just not quite as good as it looks. So And that's not to say maybe you guys wouldn't like it if you got a chance to try it. There's shrimp in it, which is really good, and lots of different beans. Everything has a different meaning, and I try to ask around, but a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people are losing the memory of what all these things are for. I'll have to look it all up on Google sometime and see if I can figure it out. But certain things that you eat will give you different things and different luck for the new year. So that's sort of something that's kind of neat about it. But so that's a common thing to have. And a lot of people also like to get, you know, big party plates that have, you know, chicken things, and pizza is also really popular. Those kinds of things are very, very common. So you see different ways of celebrating for everybody. Now, younger people that are in like college aged, they will do the very American thing and go to a hot spot, whether it be a big amusement park like Disney, or like in Nagasaki where I live, there's House Tembus. You could go to a place like that and they have fireworks and a big countdown and lights and everybody toasting with champagne and things like that. That's pretty common, but still not quite the same noise. Everybody says Happy New Year, but you know, Americans are really good at being loud, so it's not quite as loud as we can be. But so, you know, you sit around though and you know, ring in the new year, of course. Japan's all in the same time zone no matter where you live, so that's kind of cool. Everybody gets to ring in the new year at the same time. Also, one of the things that happens during the new year is different shrines will ring their bells. And so if you are in an area where you can hear that, that can be really cool. And they play it on the radio, if anyone listens to the radio anymore. But they do have that, so it can be a really cool kind of experience. Another really popular thing to do, I've never done it, is to go somewhere so you can watch the sunrise. To see the first sunrise of the new year is considered really good luck. So a lot of times people stay up all day and then they hike out or trek out to some mountainside so that they can see the sunrise. We just have to go outside in our front yard and probably have a pretty good view, but we've never bothered to make it that way. But most people, you know, stay up till about 1 and then they go to sleep. Sometimes you'll have sort of a noodle dish right when the new year starts. Soba is popular, ramen is also popular. And those are supposed to be that the long noodles represent long life. So if you eat that, you can have a good, healthy year ahead of you. So that's kind of one thing that we usually do. And then the next day, some people wake up really early. They don't even go to sleep, and they go to the stores. And some of the stores have their hatsuri, or first sale of the new year, on January 1st. Sometimes they kind of stall it and do it on the 2nd or the 3rd. But some stores open at 4 in the morning or something ridiculous so that everybody can come in and buy fukubukuro, or lucky bags. So that's the big thing to get, is to go to your favorite store and to get a lucky bag. Now, a long time ago, it used to be that they were true lucky bags. The store would, by hand, choose from its leftover, you know, stock in their store and put into each of the bags about the same amount of merchandise in every bag. And based on the ticket price of everything, it was usually a pretty good deal. You spend $20, maybe you're getting $50 worth of merchandise inside. That was a pretty good deal just on its own. But then there'd be one bag that would have a diamond ring in it, or a PlayStation, or an iPod, something cool. And you didn't know which one it was. And then you go in and you buy it, and it's just a lucky chance. I mean, you're already getting a good deal because the stuff in it is a pretty good discount. But unfortunately, as years have gone by, that I've noticed doesn't even exist anymore. There's very few places that do that anymore. Everything is a lucky bag that's made and designed and put together in China with the idea that it's going to be a lucky bag. And so the merchandise in it sometimes is less good. It's a less quality because of this. And that can be disappointing. You know, there's a fashion line of clothes that my daughter likes, and they have their lucky bag clothes. And I just kind of feel like it's always like the cheaper stuff that's not supposed to be, you know, that you would normally buy. But it can be a quick and easy way to get a whole new outfit. You know, you can get a jacket and a skirt and a blouse and all that stuff for just $50. So it can be a good deal. But you know, in some places they sell out really fast. I know the electronics ones sell out ridiculously. A lot of times you buy them online. They just did the sale for it, actually. I'm recording this a little early, but I know, you know, this was just around the 15th of December. The department store, the big electronics store, did a big sale for their lucky bags, and it was first come first serve on the internet. You had to have their app to qualify, and they're all gone within 20 minutes. It was just, everything was gone. But they're really big, you know, big ticket items like computers and iPads and things like that. So definitely something, you know, you get a good deal. It's a good sale, but there's no surprise about it. It's not like you're going to open it and find, oh my God, this is amazing. I didn't expect there to be 2 iPads in here. There's only 1. But it's nothing like that. And it used to be. And so that's kind of disappointing. But yeah. So anyways, I thought I'd kind of let you guys know what it's like. It's really cool. I love it. I think it's a wonderful time of year. There's lots of different great food that's specific to New Year's too that does actually taste really, really good. I love making ozoni. It's a special kind of soup that has mochi in it, and then each kind of person, depending on where you live and whose grandparents taught you what, you have different soup flavors that you might have, salt-based, miso-based, that kind of thing. So that's really good. And it's just a good, fun time to get to have good food and be with family. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful 2017, and I'll have some more other fun things to share with you guys. If you have any comments or questions or something you'd like me to talk about, you know, feel free to leave it in the, you know, description below, not the description, comment section. Yeah, leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. Thanks again, you guys, so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.